In America, 18 people die every day because there are not enough donated organs. And a new name is added to the national transplant waiting list every 13 minutes. The need for organ donation is critical. But maybe you have religious misgivings about donation, or you've heard some disturbing rumors about it. Joining me today is California Transplant Donor Network Community Education Manager Sandy Andrada and heart transplant recipient and survivor AJ Reyes. Welcome.
Hi, hello.
So I think what we first want to start with, Sandy, is what the California Transplant Donor Network is. Can you explain it?
Sure. So we're the organ recovery organization that covers Northern and Central California and Northern Nevada. So we're the bridge between the organ donors and tissue donors and the patients waiting on the national transplant waiting list.
Okay, so we're going to go and talk about some misconceptions, but first we want to talk about the success stories. And AJ, you have a terrific story. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you came to need an organ transplant?
Sure. Well, so when I was growing up, I was pretty healthy. I was, I was running track in high school. I was playing tennis, playing sports and everything. I was really active in, growing up. Yeah. But it wasn't until I was about 20 years old when I started becoming sick. I was diagnosed with a condition called congestive heart failure. And, being so young at that age and hearing that you have a life-threatening disease or a condition is hard to take, and it really devastated me. And I was on and off medications. I was in and out of hospitals for about 5 years until my heart began to give out completely, and it failed. So in about, I think 2010 was when my heart failed. I was 25 years old at the time, and I was I had machines pretty much keeping me alive because my heart had failed, my organs started to fail, so my only chance left was to get a heart transplant. And I was on the list for a little while, and I was able to get a heart transplant from a person who passed away due to a motorcycle accident.
I see. And how has your life improved since then? Since
then, it's been actually kind of amazing. I've been able to go back to things that I've always wanted to go back to school and get a second degree. I've been able to run half marathons, like you can see in the pictures there.
Wow.
It's just things that I had never thought I would be able to do without this gift. And because of my donor's gift, I was able to do so much more, and I guess my future is like limitless. I have unlimited things that I want to accomplish now because of this gift.
And you would say maybe that your life was normal now? Or?
I mean, it's a new normal.
Yeah.
It's totally different. I do have to take medications to keep me healthy. But other than that, it's a total blessing to be able to be healthy again, to walk around and not feel like I'm sick and not feel like my bad heart was keep holding me back from what I could accomplish.
Right. And so, Sandy, let's go back to misconceptions about donating life. I think one of the major ones that people think is if they put that little pink dot on their driver's license and somebody sees them, they're in a life-threatening situation where it could be life or death, that whoever is there might say, well, I see the pink dot, I am not going to do all I can to save this person because they're an organ donor.
Right, and I'm going to have to blame some of those medical television shows that people watch for that. Yeah. When in reality, I think all know that the medical professionals that we encounter every day, the paramedics and doctors and nurses, they are there to save a patient's life, and they would never do anything to jeopardize that patient's safety and well-being. And I think something that's very comforting to people is knowing that the medical professionals they encounter on a daily basis have nothing to do with donation and transplantation. They really are there dedicated to save that patient's life.
And the other misconception we really want to touch on is from a lot of the Asian community and some religious groups where they feel like you cannot go to heaven, you cannot, go to the next life unless you have all your organs with you, right?
And we've done a lot of outreach, knowing that that's a concern. We've done a lot of outreach with faith leaders, and overwhelmingly we've heard from them that organ donation, tissue donation is the most compassionate, most giving act, final act that someone can be a part of. And what religion doesn't support saving someone else's life? So absolutely, the Pope, provides a message of supportive donation every year. We have Buddhist masters who have given their supportive donation, and other religions who really believe that it's a personal choice.
And exactly, is there a greater need for Asian donors than
There's
otherwise?
a greater need in all multicultural communities because there's a disparate need for kidneys, especially because of diabetes and kidney failure due to diabetes. And so we highly, want to encourage Asian communities to have more conversations about organ and tissue donation within their family units, become understanding of the fact that there are many Asians in the Bay Area in Northern California who are currently waiting for a life-saving transplant, much like AJ did. In fact, AJ has a cousin who's currently waiting for a life-saving kidney transplant.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But before we get too far into this, we have to talk about the Run Walk, right? Donate Life Run Walk.
That's right. So this is the 4th year that we're hosting the Donate Life Run Walk here in Santa Clara's Great America. And it is a wonderful celebration of life, of our donors and our donor families who have given the gift of life, and our recipients who now can do a 5K run walk because of their transplant.
Are you doing it, AJ?
I'm definitely doing it. I'm actually going to be going there with my donor's family, and we're going to be walking together, and it's going to be, we had so much fun last year, we decided we're going to do this again. We're going to try and support the cause and everything like that.
I think that's one of the things that a lot of people would want to know is if you are a recipient, do you automatically get to know the person who donated their organs, the families, I guess?
Sure. The recipients and the donor families have to write letters, and the communication initially goes through our organization, and if they mutually decide to meet, then we can help facilitate that. In fact, at last year's Donate Life Run Walk, 3 pairs of donor families and recipients met, and it was one of them.
I was one of them, yeah. And I was able to, I don't know if I'm able to show here, but I had got a chance to meet with the family of my donor. And it was one of those, kind of amazing moments I was able to share with my family and with their family. And I was, my mom's a nurse, so she was able to bring her stethoscope to have his mom listen to her son's heart in my chest, and it was one of those moving moments that we got to share with each other, and it was an amazing time for everyone there.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Sandy and AJ, for being here and sharing your stories with us. For more information about the California Transplant Donor Network's Donate Life Run Walk in Santa Clara on July 26th, log on to 5k.ctdn.org. And to learn how you can register to become an organ donor, log on to ctdn.org. Up next, it's the peak of California avocado season, and we're going to show you how to whip up a unique 4th of July gazpacho using this fabulous fruit. Stay with us.